Namaskar. Welcome to the inaugural session of CT Academy, a recent initiative platform. Today, we all have gathered for the CT quiz. Here in this channel, we do the analysis of Hindu newspaper in a different way. We connect the current affairs with the static, and if you follow the series for just 2 to 3 months, you will get you will get to revise all your syllabus very efficiently. Other than this, we also invite guests from different respective expert fields who give their incisive content for the examination in the form of CT Talks. Soon we will bring other series, especially on cricket, history, to different personalities, basics of budget, and many more. So stay tuned with us. A lot of opportunity to learn for you. So without wasting further time, I would like the participants to introduce themselves. Starting with Chetna.
So myself, Chetna Saxena, I'm from Madhya Pradesh and I'm preparing for civil services from last 2.5 years.
Great,
I have
Chetna.
I've completed my graduation. I am doing my master's in Gandhi and Peace Studies.
Nice. Gandhi and Peace Study. Okay.
Yes, that's all.
Thank you, Chetna. Going ahead, the next participant, Abhijit, introduce yourself.
Namaskar, ma'am. I am Abhijit Bharat. I am from Devghar, Jharkhand. I have completed my master's in International Relations and West Asian Studies from Jamia Millia, and currently I am preparing for UPSC.
Great. Thank you. Thank you, Abhijit. Next, can we have Shashi with us?
Yeah. Hi. Hello, everyone. I'm Shashi, and I'm from Uttar Pradesh, and I have currently graduated in BCom honors from Delhi University.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, everyone. So now, without wasting further time, I would request to hand over the stage to Pavan Shukla for continuing the quiz further.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Charu, for the wonderful introduction. So,
thank you.
Welcome all to the inaugural CT quiz. So I'm going to share the PPT with you. So is it visible? The screen is visible to all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here are the general rules, like do not unmute yourself unnecessary and unmute only when you are asked to do. Okay. So keep your camera on all the time. Stay in front of camera. All the general rules are here. Any dispute with respect to quiz will be decision of the quiz master will be final. And today I am your quiz master, Pawan Shukla. So round one will contain, as we know that two questions will contain one long question, one short question. For long question, you will get 20 points. For short, you will get 10 points. We have seen this also. And 20 seconds time for long question, 10 seconds time for short one. So I think I have shared the wrong slide. Let me just. Yeah, here it is. So the first round will be like, there will be 4 topics. So one by one you can, so here is me. I'm Pawan Kumar Shukla. I have cleared written examination of NDA, CDS, FCAT, IB, appeared in SSB also, currently preparing for UPSC. You can follow on Instagram, Twitter. Here's the handle. So coming to round one, there will be 4 topics. So Shashi has selected the history. So first we'll go with Shashi. Second will Chetna. Chetna has selected the topic of polity, and Abhijit has selected the topic of economy. And there will be one more topic, geography, which is common for all. You all can answer, but in the chat box only. So we'll go with Shashi, Chetna, Abhijit. That will be the sequence for the quiz. Okay. So starting with the Shashi, first question is for you. So yeah, here you can see it was discovered in 1968 by Jagat Pati. Are you able to see the screen completely?
Yes, sir, I can see now.
Okay, okay. Okay.
Sir, I have to answer in chat or directly?
No. It's direct for you. No chat for anyone. It was discovered in 1968 by Jagat Pati Joshi and is the 5th largest of its type. What we are talking about is the 5th largest of its type. And after Ramappa Temple, which was 39th of its edition, it has become the India's 40th World Heritage Site. So it has a series of reservoirs. You have to identify the place and is connected with our ancient civilization. So which place we are talking about?
Okay, it
Shashi,
was.
first question is for you.
Yes, sir.
Which place we are talking about? Fifth largest in its type, and it has recently become the 40th World Heritage Site, India's 40th World Heritage Site, and India has entered into Super 40 Club.
Sir, I'm not sure, but is it Dholavira?
You can take a guess, no issues. Are you sure, Dholavira?
Sir,
So can we go with the Dholavira?
yes, sir.
Okay, so Dholavira is indeed a correct answer. So you will get a +20 for this, Dholavira. So a follow-up question is coming for you on the same topic, history. So here is your follow-up question. Who had founded the Archaeological Survey of India and became its first Director General? So a very easy one. I think easy to guess. He was in 1860s, 70s. We're talking about 1860s, 70s. He's a British origin.
Yes, sir, I do know his name.
Yeah, you have to tell me the name.
Sir,
You had only 10 seconds.
sir, Alexander. Alexander.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir,
You can take a guess.
sir,
There's
can
no
you
negative for
just
you.
speak? Sir, Cunningham, I think I don't remember,
Yeah.
but
Exactly. Is the name's correct name Alexander Cunningham? It is Alexander Cunningham, none other than Alexander Cunningham. So very good. 10 points for you. You have chosen the history as your topic, so you have get +30 for the first round. So second question we will go with Chetna, and your topic is polity. Yeah. So here is a question for you. The Supreme Court and High Court both can enforce it under different articles. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar had called this right as the heart and soul of the Indian Constitution. So which right we are talking about? I want a specific answer.
Sir, Article 32.
Yes, Article 32. It is written here that Supreme Court and High Court both can enforce under different article. I'm talking about the right, the specific right.
I have to tell both the articles, right?
No, not articles. You don't have to tell the articles. You have to tell me the right, specific right that we are. I'm talking about. Like it's one of the fundamental right. Like.
Okay. Right to constitutional remedies, is that right?
Yes,
Given
yes.
under Article.
It is right to constitutional remedies. So under 32, Higher Supreme Court can enforce it. Under 226 High Court, it's a correct. Yeah, it's a correct answer. Right to constitutional remedies, and 5 writs has been are issued under this constitutional remedies. So it's a correct answer. You will get a +20 for this. And a follow-up question is coming for you on the same topic. So who was appointed as the constitutional advisor of the Constituent Assembly? Here is a pic of the Constituent Assembly. Akhand Bharat is shown here. So who was the advisor to the Constituent Assembly? He has equal
M.N.
role.
Roy. Right now.
He has equal.
I'm not sure, but
okay.
Yes, sir.
M.N. Roy.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we will see the answer. M.N. Roy is not the correct answer. It is Benegal Narsingh Rao. Sir, Benegal Narsingh Rao was the constitutional advisor. M.N. Roy had, okay, you will not get any points. M.N. Roy had in 1934 was the first person to ask for the Constituent Assembly, 1934. So he was not a constitutional advisor. B.N. Rao was a constitutional advisor to the Constituent Assembly, and he has equal contribution in making the constitution as the B.R. Ambedkar we see. So Benegal Narsingh Rao, recently we have celebrated the Constitution Day as well on 26th November, just 1 year, not 1 year, just 1 month ago. So yes. So next question, since it is a geography question, no one has chosen the geography question. So it will be a common to all. So all can answer in the chat box. So since my screen is visible to all, so I will not open the chat. So everyone will send me the answer, and then everyone make sure that you have sent the answer, then I will show the chat to all. So coming to the third question, it is geography. It is common to all. You all have to answer in the chat box. So this caused winter rain in India, which is good for Rabi crops. And the event is generally characterized by increased night temperature. The Northwest India generally receives rainfall due to this event. What this event is called? A specific answer for this event. No negative for you, don't worry. Send, yeah. When you send the answer, please say sent. So that,
Sent, sir.
okay. And if you're not, don't want to send, please say no. Okay.
Sir, I have sent.
Okay. Waiting for Shashi. Yeah, Shashi, have you sent?
Yes, sir, I've sent no.
Okay, okay. ठीक है. So we will see the answer. It is western disturbances. So it caused the winter rainfall. Basically the extratropical cyclone that originates in the Mediterranean Sea, which bring the northwest rain in the northwestern part of the India in the winter season. So we'll see the answer who has given it correctly. Abhijit has given the answer as western disturbance. Chetana has given a retreating monsoon. No, retreating monsoon is a northeast monsoon that brings rain in the southern India. So it is not a correct answer. Abhijit has given the correct answer, so +20 to him. But Chetana will get, you will get a 0, and Shashi also will get a 0. So finally coming to, it's okay, no issues. So finally coming to Abhijit, your section economy is coming, or no, not economy is coming. A follow-up question is also there for 10 marks. So which river receives rain from southwest? You have to answer in the chat box only. Which river receives rain from southwest and northeast rainfall and is the only perennial river of peninsular India? Recently, it was seen in news. Yeah, I have received one answer. Please say sent when you are done. Okay, you are not audible, Abhijit.
Hello.
Yes, yes.
Hello.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Okay. So you have to send me the name of the river. Which river receives rain from southwest as well as a northeast monsoon? And due to this peculiarity only, it is the perennial river of the peninsular India. Like it flows all the year. Other rivers are the seasonal river, like monsoon river. Okay, I've received 2 chats. Who is remaining?
Sir, I've already sent you.
Okay.
Have you received?
Yeah. I have received 3 chat. I'm not opening it because since I'm sharing my screen, it will be visible to all. I think chat is visible to all when I'm opening it.
No, sir.
No,
No,
It is
sir.
not visible.
No, sir.
Okay. ठीक है. So Abhijit has answered me Kaveri. So yes, he will get a +10. Kaveri. Shashi has given the correct answer +10, and Chetna has given the answer as Periyar. So Periyar is not a correct answer. It is a Kaveri. Sorry, I cannot give you points for that. Okay. So yeah. So moving on to the seriously, chat is not visible to all. So I can
No, sir.
open
Yes,
without
sir. Yes, sir.
the fear of cheating. Okay. So yeah, buffer slide here it is. It is Kaveri River. So Kaveri River originates from the Karnataka and the Brahmagiri Hills. Okay. So coming to the fourth question, it is direct for Abhijit. So economy section. So Abhijit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fourth question is for here. This economic model focused on heavy industries, the economic model we are talking about, and somewhat ignored agricultural sector. And India's second 5-year plan was based on this model, the model which we are talking about, and it is named after the person who had developed it. You have to identify the model name.
Yes, sir.
So I think the smile of Shashi
So
says
model
that.
name is
Yes.
trickle down model and
Not trickle down. It is
well,
named after a person that who has
okay, sir.
developed it.
So 1 second. So Mahalanobis.
Mahalanobis, yes, it is a correct answer. Mahalanobis model. And our second 5-year plan was based on the Nehru-Mahalanobis model developed jointly by the Nehruvian, also known as Nehruvian economy or Nehruvian model or Mahalanobis model also. So our first 5-year plan was based on what? Harrod-Domar model.
Harrod-Domar model.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that has focused somewhat focused on the agricultural sector, but Nehru-Mahalanobis focused on the heavy industries, and as you said that trickle down theory here, it was based on trickle down theory. Yeah. So coming on to the follow-up question, question number 4th B. So recently we have seen that 30 years have been completed. For what? From which country India adopted 5-year plan model? This is simple answer, simple question. Which country India adopted 5-year plan model?
USSR.
Okay, USSR. Very good. Correct answer. It is a USSR. First time in 1928 under the Stalin, Joseph Stalin, leadership of Joseph Stalin. USSR was the first country to adopt the model, and India also copied this. And after 12th 5-year plan, India has discontinued that practice, and Niti Aayog has replaced the Planning Commission. And China also copies it 5-year plan model from the USSR. Okay, so with this we have completed the round 1. Here it is USSR. Yeah, former 15 nations were part of the USSR. Russia is of course is the successor of the USSR. So after the first round, his scores are here. Shashi is on 40 points. Chetna is on 20 and Abhijit is on 60. Yeah, so congratulations Abhijit, you are leading with 60 points. Yeah, so but it may be changed as second round. You have chance to score 120 points, everyone. Not yeah, 120 points. 4 questions are there and 30 points for each. Yeah, long question. So coming on to the round 2, as we know that each participant will get one long question, will be of 30 points. And for example, if I'm asking to Shashi, then it is a direct to Shashi. She has to answer me direct, but after waiting for 20 seconds, till then I receive answer from others in the chat box. Okay, so everyone can answer here in chat box, but only make sure that you are only answering to me, not to everyone. Okay.
Yes,
Participant with maximum point, of course, in the 2 rounds will win. So coming on to
one doubt, sir.
Yes.
There is one extra question in second round.
Yeah, one extra question in second round. For same, we will do what we have done in first round. That will be a pounds for all. Of course, if one has not joined, of course, we will be able to save 50 rupees. Of course. Yeah, first question is coming direct to Shashi. Yeah, here it is, a direct question for you, Shashi. The historian Abul Fazl, you know, the historian of the Akbar court, one of the Nauratna, pays an unqualified tribute to his administrative and military talent. The person which we are talking about pays unqualified tribute to his administrative and military talent, and suggests that had his life been spared, Akbar's training would have made him one of the architects of Mughal Empire. So that statement has been said by Abul Fazl. And the person which you are talking about, he was born in 1501 and was died by chance in the Second Battle of Panipat, and sometime referred as the last Hindu emperor of Delhi. So you have to identify the correct name of the person. Others can send me the answer in the chat box till I receive answer. Shashi, you can wait. So last Hindu emperor of the Delhi. And you can connect Second Battle of Panipat. Abul Fazl has paid tribute. So one hint I would like to give you is it is not Bahram Khan, of course. You must be knowing. Bahram Khan was from Akbar's side. So why he would murder him? Yeah, I've received one answer, I guess from, yeah, I received 2 answers. Shashi,
I have to answer
you have
it
to answer
now.
directly after I receive the answer from other 2 candidates. Okay, Chetna has answered. Make sure there is a negative marks also in this for wrong answer. Okay, I have received answer from Chetna and Abhijit also. So yeah, Shashi, you can go ahead. not go, but go ahead
Sir,
for the
is
answer.
it Hemu?
Yeah, it is none other than Hemu, or we know Hemchandra Vikramaditya. So he has ruled Delhi for some 2-3 months in the 1556, and it is said that बैरम खान आर्मी और द अकबर्स आर्मी वाज मतलब हार रही थी वो, बट बाय चांस एक तीर आके लग गया जो है हेमू के आंख में, एंड बाय चांस ही बिकेम अनकॉन्शियस एंड ही लॉस्ट द बैटल। और उसके लिए रखा था कि बैरम खान ने क्या किया था कि उसको लग रहा था कि ही विल लूज, हार जाएगा, एंड उसने एक रिजर्व आर्मी रखी हुई थी भागने के लिए कि बाय चांस एक ट्राई कर लेते हैं, ठीक है, लेकिन अगर बाय चांस हारते हैं तो भागने के लिए एक रिजर्व आर्मी रखी हुई थी जो अकबर को सेफली निकालेगी वहां से। बट फॉर्चुनेटली और अनफॉर्चुनेटली वट एवर यू कैन से, he won the battle. So what we can learn from this battle, that try you can succeed. Yeah, it is Hemu or Hemchandra Vikramaditya, the complete name, and of course he is the last Hindu emperor of the to rule the Delhi. As but after death of Aurangzeb, Mughal Empire became so weak that they became mere puppet of the Marathas. But Marathas doesn't directly rule the Delhi; they were indirectly ruling. So officially, Hemchandra Vikramaditya was the last one to sit on the throne of the Delhi, last Hindu emperor to sit on the throne of the Delhi. Yes. So plus 32. Yeah, Shashi, plus 32 you. And who has answered me correctly in the chat box? Let me see. Chetna has given me the answer Rana Sanga. No, Rana Sanga is not second battle of
No, it was
Panipat.
on
It was
I
he was related to Babur in 1527 Battle of
Ah,
Khanwa. Okay.
yes.
Even he was not even related to first Battle of Panipat. Even first Battle of Panipat
Yes.
was fought between Ibrahim Lodi and Babur. Rana Sanga was
Actually, I
Battle of Khanwa
revised
1520.
all the
Okay, no issues.
That's why.
So this is the basically a concept of having the quiz. You can revise, you can learn. So we all can learn. So Chitna, sorry, I have to give you -10. So Abhijit has given me the correct answer, Himu. So plus 20, plus 30 to him also. Yeah. So coming on to the second question, it will be direct to Chetna, direct to you. There is no negative indirect question. Okay. So you can take a guess. Yeah. So the legendary Indian, others can give the answer in the chat box. Abhijit and Shashi. Okay. The legendary Indian mathematician who had explained Mr. Hardy. Mr. Hardy is a renowned mathematician from the United Kingdom about the importance of 1729. So 1729. मतलब ऐसी कहानी है कि Hardy was traveling in a taxi and the number plate of taxi was
Yes, sir.
1729, and
He was in
yeah,
hospital.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
So you
I
have
know
to
this.
wait for some time till then I receive. So he had invented many theorems in mathematics without having any formal education. A movie, The Man Who Knew Infinity, was based upon his life. You have to identify the mathematician which we are talking about. So Abhijit and Shashi, you can answer in the chat box. Till then, Chetna, you wait.
Okay.
Yeah, I have received
Done, sir.
answer. I have received answer from Abhijit. Waiting for Shashi to answer. Yes, I have received answer from both of them, and both of them are right. Yes, Chetna, you can go ahead.
Sir, it's Srinivas Ramanujan.
Yes, Srinivas Ramanujan, and 22nd December, just
Yes,
3-4
recently
days back.
we have
Yeah,
celebrated
National Mathematics
mathematics
Day is
day.
celebrated on
Yes,
his birthday. Yeah, so everyone has answered correctly. Yeah, plus 30 to all. So tough fight is going between you all guys. So yeah, I think it's an easy one to guess.
Yes.
Yes.
Have you seen the
That's
movie
quite-
The Man Who Knew Infinity? Who was the
No,
person
sir, I
who?
haven't.
I think he was the same person who was in the Life of Pi. The same person has played the role of Srinivasa Ramanujan. I don't remember his name. What was? Yeah, he is the same person in Slumdog Millionaire also. I think Dilip Patel ऐसा करके है कुछ नाम. But moreover, what we have to do, that will not be asked in examination, so it's okay. So Srinivas Ramanujan was the correct answer, and unfortunately he died at the young age of 33, just 33. Otherwise, he had invented so much theorem also. So coming to the third question, it will be direct to Abhijit. Okay, others can pounce in chat box, but make sure that who are giving answer in chat box, there will be -10 for wrong answer. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So third question is direct to Abhijit. So 30 years have been passed of the fall of USSR, as we know that on 26th December 1991, officially USSR broke officially, but process has started much earlier, and it was one of our friendly nation, as we know that it had helped us in 1971 war. I have received answer. Okay, Shashi has already answered me. Okay, but we had maintained a distance from the both capitalist and socialist bloc and started our own bloc, which has made us earn the tag of third world country. It was started by India, Egypt, Yugoslavia, Indonesia, and others. Currently, it has lost its relevance. So, what movement we are talking about? I have received answer. Yeah, from Shashi
Can I
and
answer, sir?
Chetna as well. Yeah, you can answer. I have received answer from all.
Name, non-aligned movement.
Yeah, it's none other than non-aligned movement. So it's a easy one to guess. Ajata easy बना दिया question क्या? Next time I will try to make it tougher. Okay, so plus 30 to all. Non-aligned movement. So it is here non-aligned movement. So it is a map of 1961. Which countries were part of 1961? And we know, you know, that Yugoslavia was also a nation. Can you name the famous Indian person who has get the Indian citizenship and also got
Mother
Bharat
Teresa.
Ratna? Yeah, Mother Teresa. She was born in Yugoslavia, but Yugoslavia also broke out in 1991, in the same year when USSR broke out. Yeah, so very good answer, non-aligned movement. So coming to question number 4, it will be for all. So you all can give the answer in the chat box. Okay. Yeah. So question number 4 here it is. This doctrine, yeah, it is, I think, somewhat a difficult question. This doctrine is a set of 5 principles. No one will answer directly. Everyone will answer in the chat box only. This doctrine is a set of 5 principles to guide the conduct of foreign relations with India's immediate neighbors. So it recognizes the supreme importance of friendly, cordial relations with our neighbors. One of the principles is with neighbors like Bangladesh, Bhutan, Maldives, Nepal, and Sri Lanka, India does not ask for reciprocity, but gives and accommodates what it can in good faith and trust. Which doctrine we are talking about? I've received one answer.
Done, sir.
Okay. One hint I would like to give is it is not Panchashil. Of course, it is a set of 5 principles, but it is not Panchashil Treaty. Okay, so Panchashil, we had signed a set of mutual agreement with China, not to interfere in each other's internal and set of 5 principles. So Panchashil was with China. Okay, no issues. Chetna has given the answer as Panchashil, and all others.
Sir, may I change my answer?
How can I allow you to change your answer? It will be
Okay.
unfair for others. Okay, so Abhijit has answered correctly. Shashi has also answered correctly. It is Gujarat Doctrine. So I.K.
Yeah.
Gujral, our former Prime Minister, I.K. Indra Kumar Gujral has given this doctrine, Gujarat Doctrine. So that क्या था उनका कि we should not see what our neighbors has done for us. We should see what we have done for our neighbors. So that was the Gujarat Doctrine. We can see here. So with this plus 30 to Shashi and plus 30 to Abhijit and minus 10, sorry, minus 10 to Chetna, as there was a minus negative point for also. So with this, we are here with the scores. So Shashi, you have scored perfect 120 in this round. So your score is moved to 160. Chetna, you had scored 230, 2 correct answers and 2 wrong answers. So your overall score is 40 in this round and 20 in the last round. So 60, your final score is 60. And Abhijit has also scored a perfect 120 in this round. So his score is 180. So congratulations, we have the winner. So Abhijit, you have won the quiz, 180 points. Second is Shashi and third is Chetna. So Abhijit, you are eligible for 300 rupees. I know the amount is not big, but as we grow, we'll try to increase our budget. And Shashi, you are eligible for just 20 marks. Say up, okay, no issues. Next time, you all can participate in next time. We are talking to sponsors to sponsor our quiz, and they will sponsor us more budget. With more budget, we will come with another quiz. It's okay. So you are eligible for 100 rupees, and Chetna, you are for 50 rupees. And since fourth participant has not joined, so we have saved 50 rupees. So that will be for me. Yeah, of course. So with this, this is the end of the quiz. After this is over, I will ask you for your UPI IDs. So share this channel with your friends. ये पता ना हम क्या करते हैं? What we basically do here on the channel.
Yes, sir.
एक्चुअली हम ये करते हैं कि जो द हिंदू में आ रहा है, ठीक है, उससे क्या स्टैटिक में कनेक्ट हो रहा है, विच इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर एग्जामिनेशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. एज हमने ये देखा है कि जो करंट अफेयर है, करंट अफेयर इज लाइक अ सॉल्ट एंड योर स्टैटिक एंड कोर्स सिलेबस इज लाइक अ फुल कोर्स मील. सो नमक जो है उतना ही रखा जाए एज पर योर टेस्ट, ज्यादा ना हो, ठीक है. तो इम्पोर्टेंट क्या है कि जो स्टैटिक पार्ट यूपीएससी उठाता है वो ऐसे रैंडमली नहीं उठाता है, कहीं से उठा लिया. जो चीजें करंट में रही हैं उससे कनेक्ट करके ही वो उठाता है, और वो कनेक्शन जो है वो इम्पोर्टेंट इसलिए है, ठीक है. जो अखबार में जो चीजें नहीं दी हुई हैं बट वो कनेक्ट कर रही हैं स्टैटिक पार्ट को, वो हम देते हैं डेली. सो अगर उसको फॉलो करें तो विद इन 2-3 months, एज सेड बाय चारू, यू ऑल कैन रिवाइज द कंप्लीट सिलेबस. And we are also bringing a certain other initiative like CT Talks, in which we invite a guest from different fields to get incisive content on the UPSC examination point of view. And we are also planning to introduce a fun segment on the cricket, especially. So cricket is like religion in India, you all know. So Thursday will be a day for cricket. So and that will be a fun session, not UPSC oriented, but since this year, if you have seen the UPSC prelims paper, 3 question has been asked from sports section. So be alert. Nothing can be impossible. It is unpredictable public service commission. So with this, certain many initiatives are coming on this channel. So stay tuned till then. So thank you for joining, guys. So with this, we are ending the session. Okay. So namaste. Namaste to all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.